Hey, what's up everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Danny, aka Danny Portraits, and usually I put out portrait content on Instagram. So welcome to my channel, and today I got a question from Mastermind. I'm gonna blend it in somewhere here or over here. He asked me to do a video about how to reach out to models and how to do location scouting and how to go on a shoot and watch out for lighting, compositions, and everything. So I'm probably gonna split that in some more videos, like one or two. But today I'm gonna cover up how to scout for models on Instagram and how to DM them. So without further ado, let's jump right into Instagram. I'm gonna screen record this so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so we're here inside of Instagram, and I heard a lot of photographers just say type in your location or area and then model for a hashtag. Like let's say if you live in LA, let's say LA model, and you will probably find a lot of posts. Yeah, 1 million, but that didn't really work for me because I live in Switzerland, a really tiny town, so it doesn't really work. So let's say I live close to Basel and I type in Basel model. I find like 100 posts. That didn't work for me. So also Swiss model, you won't find a lot. Swiss model, it's like 150k posts, and this is all around Switzerland, so I just want to see models around my area. That's why I always type in the place and search for location tags like Basel, Switzerland, and then I just scroll through Instagram and look for potential women or models. Alright, let's jump right back to when I started out with Instagram. I only had like 5 photos from my friends where I took somewhere in the world, I don't know, just randomly, and then I reached out to women in my area to ask for photo shoots, and I didn't even had a solid portfolio, so it worked for me. Let's jump right to the beginning when I started out and how my feed looked like, so you can see what I mean. Got a lot of photos here, so I'm gonna scroll through. Alright guys, this was how my feed looked like. A photo of me, a friend of mine, another one, here's another one, and I think this is the last one. No, this is the last one. So I only had like 6 photos of my friends. So I don't even had any photos of women. So I reached out to about 20 or so in my area, just wrote them a message and asked if they are interested in a photo shoot, and I can show you what I wrote in my messages, just to give you like an idea how I reached out to them and how they agreed to go on a photo shoot. So I would go like straight to the point, saying that you're a photographer and not any creep or so who just wants to hang out or do some stuff, because I think a lot of women get a lot of messages from people like, hey, how are you, and everything else. So I think you can imagine that. Alright, so what I wrote was like, for example, hello, let's say Lisa, I'm a portrait photographer based in Basel or your area, whatever. I just discovered some of your photos while scrolling through Instagram, and I really like your style or the expression you show in your photos, for example. Just be genuine about it. Just say what you like about the model. Just be genuine like that, because this is more not a copy-paste message but more personal, right? If you say something about her, which she really does. But don't just lie about it. Don't say she has a great style if you don't really like her style. Just be genuine about it, and this is more personal. And I think your response rate will be a lot higher if you say something genuine and appropriate, like, which is true. Instead of saying like, hey, I really like your photos, let's go on a photo shoot, all right? But I mean, that worked for me, so I used this message and did a lot of photo shootings with that. But the next part is I go straight to the point. Don't ask her like, how are you and stuff like that. Just like, I'm contacting you to ask you if you will be interested in a portrait shoot. Some of my previous photos can be found on my Instagram page, and then link your Instagram page, because I think this is a lot easier for her. Like, she can just tap on it at your ad and then see your portfolio or your work, whatever. And if you're interested, I would like to hear from you. Otherwise, I wish you a nice day. So this is a really short and a really straightforward message. I think if you have something in mind, just say it. Like, let's say if you're interested, I already have a mood board ready or some concepts if you want to do something special with her. And if you don't have a portfolio or so, you can also say or add like, let's do a TFP shooting so I can build up my portfolio. So she already knows this is not going to be a paid photo shoot or so. And then she will probably answer you, say either like, hey, yeah, let's go on a photo shoot. I really like your photos. And then you just schedule your photo shoot and go out and shoot. Or you get an answer like, yeah, I don't really know and stuff, because you're new, but don't take it personal or so. Or sometimes people say they don't like my style because it's too intense, so I can probably understand that. And yeah, just say like, yeah, I totally understand that, maybe we can connect later on or so. And some don't even answer or don't even see the message because they get a lot of messages on Instagram probably. So maybe you can do a follow-up like, hey, I don't know if you saw my message, but please let me know if you're interested. And yeah, have a nice day. Just be nice. But yeah, you don't even need to have a big portfolio. I don't know why I didn't ask any friends. I just went out on a shoot with strangers all the time. So I was super nervous at the first shooting. I watched a lot of poses on Pinterest and on Instagram. Another tip for you, if you're starting out and don't know what poses to put out, just go on Pinterest. I can do it right now, Pinterest, and type in like female poses, and there you go. You have a lot of poses. I think you can even go more detailed, like female portrait poses. And here are some inspirational photos you can take. Just click on it and save them. And on the photo shoot, just go on your saved tab, like I did here, I think. Portrait inspiration, yeah, I think so. Just show them the poses just like that. Hey, I just saw this cool pose, can you do something like that? Or also on Instagram, wherever you want to scout for poses or inspiration. So this is a lot easier for the model, so she knows what you have in mind. And I also get the question, did you ever pay for a model? And no, I never did. I only work with not full-time models, like people or women which are just like, let's say, normal women, which, not to be disrespectful or so, but not really models which are modeling in an agency or so. Some of them already had some experience, like in the studio, they already did some studio photo shoots or so, and it's a lot easier to work with them because they know a lot of poses, and I only had to concentrate on the composition, lighting, and everything else. I think Alexander the Great or so just said he paid some models at the beginning, and he learned a lot from that because the models sometimes also know about lighting and what lighting is good for her type or her face. And I think this would help a lot. I mean, it's still worth to pay a model if she really knows what she's doing, and you can learn from her. So, but I never paid a model, so yeah. So I don't have any experience with that. Another way to find models, or another good way to find models, is to find a photographer in your area, and you can just go through his feed and find some models which he was shooting already. So you can just ask them for a photo shoot. I think this is the easiest way to do it. If you have any photographers in your area, also go through the places tag and you will probably find some photos from photographers. You will already see it, like you see the quality of photographers, right? And then you can go on either her or his page to find some more of his work and find models. You can also go to the models page and watch for her photos, which photographers took her photos, and also go to the tagged ones and see what photographers she worked with before, and then find out new models like that. So I think at the beginning it's really a numbers game. Sometimes you get a response, sometimes you don't. So don't just give up, just ask. And it's, I think, normal to ask women on Instagram to do photo shoots. I also asked her at the beginning, isn't it like really weird if a stranger asks her to go on a photo shoot through Instagram? But a lot of them just answered really positively, like, no, we met at a public place and this is okay for her. I mean, I wouldn't invite a model straight to your home at the first shooting. I always like meet up outside and then go on a photo shoot. Watch out for fancy locations and stuff, and maybe on the second one, if you have a concept in mind which requires to be inside or so, I would ask her if that's okay and stuff. This is it for how to message models or find models. I think this is my experience, how I do it. You can also go out and ask strangers if they want to do a photo shoot. I also did that at the beginning just to challenge myself, to see if people are in to do a photo shoot right on the place and spontaneously, and also to work on my creative muscles to see good locations on the spot. I remember one time I asked a stranger, like after our full day of asking strangers or full afternoon of asking strangers, if she's down for a photo shoot, maybe not right now, but on another time. And she was like, yeah, sure, of course, let's do it. And we exchanged numbers so I can contact her for a photo shoot later on, and that worked out. So this is also a way to find models for your portfolio. And for location scouting, I think for the first ever shooting, I already had a location route in mind because I already went out with some friends there and saw those fancy locations and saved them in my head somehow. And I think if you live somewhere, you probably know how your hometown looks like and where the fancy locations are and stuff. Also, another way to do that is to go through Google Maps and Street View to see locations or to scout locations. Another way to scout locations is to go through Google Maps and Street View to see locations from there. Sometimes I just drive through with my car and see some locations, and then I save them on my Google Maps and just watch them on Street View, or just go there again and scout the location by my own. This also works. Yeah, I think this is it for location scouting and also asking models for photo shoots or find models for photo shoots. About lighting and everything, I just bought something new here. Like this is the Insta360 One X2. I wish I was sponsored from them, but no, this I bought it by myself, and this changed my whole behind the scenes behavior and how I can take behind the scenes footage. So probably I can take you on a virtual photo shoot with this one. I just mounted on my camera. Let me show you real quick. Alright, so this is my old Sony a6000, and because I'm filming on my a7 III right now, so I just put on this clamp right here, and then I'm gonna screw this camera on top of it, and as you can see, this is how I take behind the scenes now. It's a lot easier. I don't have to composite everything. I just have to walk around like that, do photo shoots with a camera on a camera. Here you go. And I can like reframe everything afterwards. This is really cool. So I don't have to worry about to have everything in frame all the time. I really like this. So it's a great new tool. Maybe I can show you some footage next time, how I scout locations and how I watch out for lighting. So I hope I covered everything in this video. If you have any further questions, just let me know in the comments. And if you have any more requests like mastermind, just let me know also in the comments so I can do some more videos which are helpful for you guys. So see you on the next one.